rather than just being in analytical mind. That analytical mind, being in the head, is preventing you, in fact, to live your best life, to be in your full alignment as a human being. Okay? At some point, I started to feel anxious and being in my head and being stressed that, oh, now I don't have water, I have a problem. It's a big problem. It is a big problem, but in my head I was over-exaggerating. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is very windy actually, but I will try to record something because I have a message. I have a message that I need to share. And yes, let's proceed. I have realized that Moroccan people and Morocco has a healing energy. And I want to tell you why is this. So far what I have experienced is that Moroccans are more in tune with themselves, with their feelings, are more in tune with their heart chakra, with their heart, rather than just being in analytical mind. That analytical mind, being in the head, is preventing you, in fact, to live your best life, to be in your full alignment as a human being. Okay? The other day I was on the bus with a lot of people, and I have realized, I've seen many instances where young Moroccans were helping elderly and also women to get out of the bus if they had trolleys and shopping, and like, wow, this is what it is to be a human, to have that mindset as I want to give back to people, I want to give to people, I don't want to just take from people. Because when we have the mentality of just taking, we will never be happy, because taking involves expectations. But when you are coming from a place of love, trying to be in your own alignment as a human being, giving comes naturally to you. And thank you guys for being you. Please do not change, because you are giving us hope. And you live in a special place on this earth. And I feel like you have a purpose. You have a bigger purpose than you think. About yourself. So what is the message of this video? I want to talk about how to use this opportunity of this lifetime to be in your full alignment. Then you can experience this life from the angles that you are maybe missing. You know, in a Western society, we are programmed so much, and I refuse to do that. I'm tired of it. I don't want to anymore read policies, procedures, how I'm supposed to live my life, what is appropriate, what is not appropriate, what I should say, what I shouldn't say. Am I going to upset someone? Blah, 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 you know. Of course, there are some limitations, but if you're coming from a place of love as a fully aligned human being, and you're working on yourself and you're taking the full responsibility over your life, over who you are representing, and if you are incorporating mind, body and soul, all of this free together, if you truly see this is who we are, and constantly living in our head, it's such a wrong way of living this life, over analyzing everything, because our thoughts, you know, our brain, the purpose of it, one of the function is we are constantly bombarded with our thoughts, and sometimes our thoughts are not our thoughts, in fact. Some of the thoughts that you are experiencing in your head are not your own. These are the reasons of the programming, okay? I want to convince you that living in the present moment, stop for 1 second. Stop for 1 second. Stop over-analyzing everything. I can't do this, I can't do this. Of course, because you're going to be in that reality and your brain is preventing you from living your life. That's the message for this video. If you want to be in a full alignment, you have to look at yourself and give to yourself, then you can give to others. Not the other way around and being in the head and not appreciating nothing. Not being grateful. You know what I have experienced yesterday? In my apartment, there was no water for like at least over 24 hours. And I couldn't like have a shower and brush my teeth and drink, and put a water so then, boil water so then I can drink my coffee and simple tasks. Wash my hands, you can imagine the toilet situation. And it made me realize that, because at some point I started to feel anxious and being in my head and being stressed that, oh, now I don't have water, I have a problem. It's a big problem. It is a big problem, but in my head I was over-exaggerating. And I needed to stop for 1 second, and I said to myself, hold on, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you doing this to yourself? Because of your thoughts, because you have been programmed that everything needs to be perfect. There is no perfection. This life is not about perfection, okay? This life is about learning. This life is about appreciation, dealing with your difficulties in a way that you can choose to be happy, okay? So I didn't have a water for over 24 hours, and I basically went to get a few big bottles of water. One bottle was 8 liters. So I went to the shop. The shop was very literally maybe 500 meters away, or I don't know, something like that. It wasn't far. And then the security guy gave me 2 bottles. So I boiled the water, and I had a shower, and I had a proper shower. And thanks to hammam that I have experienced, I know how to. Of course, I do also know how to do it, because I am from Poland, okay? Back in the days, some of us didn't have a proper bathrooms. So I still have that skill in me. So being open for experiences in life, it can help you, because you never know in what sort of situation you're going to find yourself in. But yeah, appreciation. And when the water came back today, I was so happy that I can have a normal shower, brush my teeth with a normal water. Beautiful. But this is the choice you can make for yourself, or you can be unhappy and you can live in your head and follow the procedures. But I guarantee you that this will not gonna do you any good, and time is ticking, time is running very fast. There is no turning back, okay? There is no turning back. And being in our analytical head, it's just exhausting. I stopped doing that. I practice mindfulness every day. What I do, because I want to be in a present moment, because I am the creator of my own reality, my own projections that I live, that are alive in my head, okay? I want to choose certain thoughts and disregard other thoughts that are not useful to me. Because everything starts from now, okay? And what if is a dangerous place, because all of the ifs will prevent you from living in your own alignment. Because the function of our mind is to analyze. The function of our mind is to analyze situations are useful for example, if I want to get from place A to place B, yes, mind is very important. It helps me to accomplish that task. But when it comes to human connections, families, what matters to me, my life, I want to, and I try to come from a place of love, understanding, and feelings. I don't want to use my head for these things and analyze what if. Because what if I would think that way, what's going to happen tomorrow? What's going to happen in 1 year's time? I don't know, do you? But you can create your own reality based on the now. And you don't have to analyze everything. Because if I would analyze everything, I wouldn't be here, right now, okay? I wouldn't be. Definitely, I guarantee you. Because if you start overthinking everything from a policy and procedure training, if I would do this, most probably I wouldn't be able to come out of the house. It's crazy that we are doing this to ourselves, guys. And we're stopping this right here, right now, okay? We're stopping this. Because we are imprisoning ourselves in our head, in our mental prison of thoughts and what ifs. Our analytical mind, from energetical perspective, is in a state of illusion. You know why? Because you can choose your thoughts, you can act upon them and project that and manifest that onto 3D materialistic world, or you don't have to. That's it, okay? There's no need to go into one rabbit hole and then another one and then another one and then another one and then another one. Can you see similarity? Why? Similarities, what I just said, for me, I can see in social media, TikTok. From one video to another, to another, to another, to another, to another, to another, to another. Consuming content, trying to know more, trying to know every knowledge of this planet. And then are you using that knowledge? Are you using that knowledge? If you're using that knowledge for something, being selective, of course, that's lovely. But if you're just consuming, and that's it. And that is it. So our mind, analytical, lovely mind, lovely function that is useful for other things, not for everything, works with our ego. And if we are programmed, trained to analyze everything, which ultimately means being in our ego, it most probably prevents you from opening your heart. Opening your heart, trying to serve other people, trying to give them something, then the energy flows. I'm not going to do this because this person didn't do this for me. I'm not going to do that because why would I? Because she didn't do that for me. Why would I do that for her, him? Again, that's my personal opinion. and my opinion is based on my experiences. I love you, Moroccans. I do. You are amazing. Please, 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 don't change. Don't change, because you're giving us hope. And I come here to recharge, and I recharge, and I try to pass the message forward. And I love that about you, that you are connected to your heart. It's very refreshing to me. These experiences helped me to unlock something. For the very long time, I was suppressing in me, and I was not allowing myself to be in that space. Because of the society, because of the programs, procedures, rules and regulations that we're being fed every single day, every single day, every single day. Which is sad, but this reality does not have to be that way, guys. Does not have to be that way. Does not have to be that way. We have body, mind and soul. And if we are constantly operating from a space of our head, analytical brain, we are suppressing other parts of our human nature. We are not robots, okay? We are not robots. And I don't know, where is this gonna go if we carry on like this? Depression, antidepressants, taking the magic pill. Every action, every inaction has its own consequences, okay? And that's why I talk about taking the full responsibilities over your life, because you, in fact, should take the full responsibilities over your life, not putting that onto other people or government. Can you overanalyze feelings? Oh, I have a feeling, but I cannot feel that because no, I don't want to feel that, but I do feel, you know what I mean? So you do feel it anyway. Why do you feel it? Positive, negative. Emotions are the guidance through it. Emotions are the guidance to the light, okay? That is there. And we should absolutely be guided towards light, because this will save us. Just living in your head, overanalyzing, being trained like that, it will certainly prevent you from living your full potential. Because you want to feel, you want to be in your comfort zone. You want to feel familiar with things. That's why you don't want to push yourself, because it feels scary. It feels like you are out of your comfort zone. Oh, I would love to do that. It would be nice. But what? Because you can't. Why can't, for example? Because someone told you that you can't. Who told you that you can't? Policy and procedures? Who is living in the Lululand here? Sometimes the solution for all of these problems, for some problems, is to just jump and don't look back, okay? Jump and don't look back, and then try to swim. And you're certainly gonna swim because you trust yourself, okay? You trust yourself that you're gonna be okay no matter what is the situation. That is the true power that we all do have in us. Oh, it feels so good. Oh my God. It feels so good to just experience this sand and be dirty.